Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Boone's Reviews. It's been a while since we've checked in with you, and we've actually gotten in a ton of new stuff. Today I've only chosen 3 of them to reveal, and we'll do more videos to let you know about some other ones, but these are ones that have been out for a few weeks. I do have with me my coffee. I got this cup from Pete's in Washington, D.C. I don't live in Washington, D.C. I live in the middle of Illinois. And I like really good coffee, but I actually buy on a regular basis cheap coffee called Hills Brothers. They have one called Perfect Balance. It has half the caffeine, but it still has caffeine. So that's what I like. And it tastes really good. And it's only like $6 or $7 for like 4 tons of it or something. Just joking. Anyway, I do have some very special releases to share with you today. The first one is Deliverance. It's the gold disc edition. And I could not be happier with this. On one side, you actually have the gold disc with the gold disc border, which is very classy and elegant. On the flip side, if you don't like the gold disc border, we have the original 2008 Retroactive Records cover. Now, story behind this is that when we reissued this, when Jimmy Brown and I were thinking of working out a deal to reissue the original album for the very first time, I don't actually think this is a great cover. Actually, the longer it's gone, the rudimentary nature of it sort of has a charm to it. So I kind of like it now. But back then I thought that's an awful cover. It's boring. And so I went to Jan Erland, and I said, would you please take the original cover and base a new cover made from scratch on it? And this is what he came up with. I thought it was fantastic. I really love it. I think this is a great cover. But I do love having the original cover, and this is the very first CD reissue of the album with the original cover on it. So there is a panel. This is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 12-page booklet. So it's a nice, substantial collector's type of booklet. And it's pretty cool because on the last page, you actually get to see all of the covers. There's the Retroactive 2008 version. There's the original release. And down here is the 2017 Rocks Records version. Also, I just want to point out that the reason that I love this classic album, number one, this is just an amazing album, period, from top to bottom. Every single song is unbelievable, but the reason it's so special to me, this version is so special, is that when I look at the original release, it had probably a 4-panel insert with no pictures and, an album's worth of lyrics on 1 panel. So the original was poorly done. Then we come to the 2008 Retroactive version. It's a serious upgrade in remastering. It's a serious upgrade with this cover on it, the 2008 Retroactive Records version. But if you look underneath the CD, when we reissued that, we used miniature font for a whole bunch of write-up. I think Scott Waters had a write-up that was underneath the 2008 version of this Deliverance self-titled album from 1989. And the font was so tiny that you need like a magnifying glass to be able to read it. So that wasn't cool. Then it comes out in 2017 with the Rocks Records version. And I don't remember what song it is, but there's one song with an audio problem where it's supposed to go from one track to the next track with it seamlessly doing so, but somehow there got to be a gap in there. So when the one track is supposed to naturally flow into the next track, there's a 2-second gap on that. So that doesn't sound the way it's supposed to. Now, those are all minor things. If you have those versions, those are you should still keep them, but you should also still get this brand new version because this one is perfect. Jimmy approves it and loves it. Glenn Rogers, who plays on it, approves it and loves it. But this has lyrics, it has write-ups. It's so cool. In fact, on the back, it even has a write-up from Pastor Bob Beeman, who was instrumental in working with the band back in the day. So also a little different on this one is the fact that we do have 3 bonus tracks. This is the first time that the self-titled has come out remastered, all new by Rob Caldwell, and it has 3 brand new bonus tracks that have never been on a Deliverance self-titled CD before, and they are the Stand Up and Fight from the 1985 demo, Hold On Tightly from the 1988 demo, and J.I.G. From the 1988 demo. So all those came out before the original release. They were not included on the original 1989 release. So this is the first time. Now, I will warn you, they are not spit and polished tracks. Those aren't demo tracks where you listen to them and go, oh man, those don't sound like demos at all. These do sound like demos, but they are charming and delightful and raw in all the right ways. So don't get your hopes up for super high quality audio, but do get your hopes up for something special and charming and something that fits perfectly with the theme of what we did with this album. And also, here is the gold disc. So I love what Scott Waters from No Life Till Metal did on that. The gold disc helps fight against deterioration and disc rot. So I'm very proud of that. And then this was one of the very first albums that we started along with Girder Records. We're proud to team up with Girder as much as we can. This comes actually in the packaging. So like if you buy this CD, you're going to get it. You're going to slice it open, the shrink wrap, and you're going to open it up, and you're going to see this gold foil stamped high quality trading card that has a picture of the band on it. So as you can see, that is super special. I love it. And you want to collect all these. Between Girder and me, I think we're up to like 14 or 15 of them now. Not all those releases are actually out just yet. But this is a very special release, and you can get those at boonesoverstock.com. If you haven't liked our YouTube channel, if you haven't clicked subscribe down in the bottom right, if you haven't made a comment, we encourage you to do that. Another one that is very special to me and has gotten more special over time is Sacred Warriors Master's Command. Originally released in 1989 as well. Same year as this. But Sacred Warrior out of Chicago, a progressive metal band of the highest order. And they combine complex technical rhythms with high soaring vocals and tremendous riffs. So 2 things about these 2 albums is Roger Martinez does actually Roger's not on this one, he's on What a Joke, so forget about what I was going to say about that. But on this one, on the song The Flood, it does feature the vocals of Vengeance Rising's Roger Martinez. So it's a pretty special release. I would say that this album is so good that it literally could be #1 on the greatest Christian metal album of all time. Once again, it comes with the gold disc border. It too is a 12-page insert with all kinds of fun band pics and lyrics and special things. If you don't like the gold disc border, it does have the flip side. You can just turn it over, and you don't have to have that. It was also digitally remastered from Rob Caldwell of Bombworks Sound, just like the Deliverance one was. What's cool about this is that Rox Records reissued this Master's Command album in 2017, and it sounded great because Steve Watkins from the band Sacred Warrior actually remastered that himself. But for this one, we actually had Rob Caldwell from Bombworks Sound remaster it from scratch. It too. And the other nice thing is that this is a 12-page booklet, so if you ever got the Digipack version, Digis are okay, but for the most part, collectors prefer jewel case versions. And with 12-page expanded booklets, this is the definitive. And if you go to angelicwarlord.com, he does a review in which he gives this a 90%, and he gushes over how well we did with the packaging and the sound and the remastering. He absolutely loves it and encourages everybody to break the bank and get this. You don't have to break the bank. It's only $20. So it also comes with a gold foil stamped trading card, which is so cool. These are really cool. You can just collect these. What I like about them is that I can just keep them in the booklet, and so they're very easy to store. Here we also have the gold disc. Very elegant, fighting against disc rot. We don't have any bonus tracks on this, but there is a write-up, and it's part of the Metal Icon series as well. We're grateful to Frontline Records and for working with us on that. And last but not least, the third, we have a band with a new release. Well, it's new for them. It's not a brand new release. It's a brand new reissue, and that is the band Paradox. Their second album was called Power and Glory. The first one was Ruler, which is already available on Boone'sOverstock.com and on CD and vinyl. These were some of the most historic demos by the band in Christian metal by the band Paradox. Operatic, very much in the vein of like Sacred Warrior, but just as melodic and hooky as like Stryper almost. It was kind of a weird thing where they were simultaneously power metal, but like had really catchy hooks and riffs. And so Ruler has done exceedingly well for us. The vinyl and the CDs have sold like crazy. We were excited to get number 2. I think we're going to end up with a total of 4 releases by Paradox. So you don't want to get too far behind. This one is part of the Legends Remastered series, and it has a really cool write-up by Doug Van Pelt, who was the guy behind Heaven's Metal magazine and then later HM magazine. It also has write-ups from Manny, the lead vocalist. It has a 12-page booklet. We went with the demo theme, so we kept everything black and white on purpose because it really matches the demos, and it too was a 12-page booklet. Pretty much with Retroactive Records, we never do less than 12 pages if we can, and a lot of times we do 16 pages. I just am a believer that quality is the way to go. A lot of times these albums only get reissued one time, and we ought to do it the right way so that we have the best version of our favorite albums of all time. And so that's what I want to do. Paradox is Manny Castillo, Phil Galicia. I think that's how you say that. The third, Fern Hernandez, who is a maestro on guitar, and then Ephraim Galicia and on drums. So they're great. There's the super cool disc that Scott Waters from No Life Till Metal did. I also have to give a lot of thanks to Doug Van Pelt, who has taken this on as a personal project to help make this a reality and really helped me work with the band and help the band work with me. Not that it was stressful. It's just, it's nice to have somebody there that they're close to, and that after all these years of not having a record label, it was really a seamless thing for us to get in there. So thanks to Doug Van Pelt and Heaven's Metal magazine for getting involved and making our scene great. This was originally a 5-song demo. Had the songs Power and Glory, I Just Want to Love You, Meet the King, Sweet Reunion, God's Amazing Grace. But for the purposes of this release, we put on 4 bonus tracks. We have Give a Listen from the Big Rage Volume 1 compilation that was on Pure Metal Records and only on cassette. We have the song Called and Chosen, which is a demo. We have We Are the Temple from the, I don't know if you remember the Star Song Records, Brave New Music compilation CD and cassette. It had a cartoonish picture on the front, and it had a variety of songs, only 1 or 2 metal tracks at all. And then there's the Sweet Reunion accompaniment track. So we do have a total of 9 tracks on there rounding out this release. It is super special. I encourage you to pick this up. Good news, the vinyl is shipping from manufacturing, so we should have the vinyl in stock in about a week or 2, maybe even less. I don't know, but it's on its way. I don't know if it's left the port yet, but I got an email that said that Power and Glory vinyl is ready to ship. So I will have them in the next week or so, and it'll be fantastic. And I encourage you to pick up all 3 of these essential releases. If you are into metal at all, any kind of metal, Christian metal, mainstream metal, it's melodic, it's soaring, and powerful. So thank you so much. Wait a second. You know what? There was supposed to be a card in the Paradox, and it's not there. I just realized that. Maybe Paradox did not come with a card. That could be. I thought it did, but I could have gotten them mixed up. So anyway, in my mind it had one. Anyway, bless you. Thank you for supporting Retroactive Records and Boone's Overstock. You can get all this stuff at boonesoverstock.com. We do have some stuff on Amazon and eBay, but we really encourage people to buy direct from the store because it does combine shipping, and normally you'll get the best prices at boonesoverstock.com. So thanks for everything. Don't forget to subscribe, click, like, love, all that kind of stuff, and pick up this stuff at boonesoverstock.com. If you're at girdermusic.com, they stock almost everything that we have, and we stock almost everything they have. So thanks a lot for all your support, and until next time, have a great one.